What's up? Honor 26 here, and this video is going to be just kind of like a little update and a little bit of random wrestling issues that I want to talk about, or random wrestling thoughts that I want to talk about. First, before I start the actual video, I want to give a plug to SandersRobin. He plugged me a little bit over a week ago, and I feel I should return the favor. His videos are great. He just did a video on PWG, Battle of Los Angeles, and 99 and 100. He also did videos with his brother on WWE. All those videos are very good. Check out his channel. And now this video is going to be on my upcoming videos. I like to do some videos on PWG 99 review when I get it. I ordered that, PWG 100, and Double Feature 2 from Ring of Honor from ROHWrestling.com on Friday. So I should probably be getting it today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. And I'll be doing reviews probably of all three of those, hopefully before the end of the week or a little bit into early next week. So look out for those. If any other wrestling issues come up, I'll probably talk about those. Next thing I want to talk about is I bought Fight Night Round 4 for Xbox 360. This game is amazing. I really like it. One really cool feature that I found is that if you upload a picture of yourself from a side view like this and then like this, you can upload your picture onto like a realistic figure of yourself onto the boxer. So I thought that was really cool because it's really realistic. It looks exactly like me on a boxer, and it's like my face fighting. It's like me fighting. I'm a welterweight, so it's me fighting like Floyd Mayweather, and then me fighting Manuel Marquez, and then Miguel Cotto. I'm like, what the hell? But you probably shouldn't want to see me after the Floyd Mayweather fight. I didn't look that good. And this game just has a lot of stuff to do. I mean, both the UFC game and this game are great, and I love them both, and I'm gonna have fun playing them for a long, long time. So good job to EA and I guess THQ did the UFC game. Next big topic I want to talk about is Edge got injured at a SmackDown house show Friday night in a match against Jeff Hardy. He wrestled for about a minute and then got injured. He tore his Achilles tendon and should be out until about Royal Rumble next year. I'm not gonna lie, this does hurt SmackDown, but I still think SmackDown is by far the A show, and I think SmackDown has enough talent on it that someone will step up. I see basically the CM Punk heel turn now has to be a full-fledged heel turn. He has to be, because CM Punk can be as good as a heel as Edge, and if you've seen some of his stuff in Ring of Honor, you know that. And I see Jeff Hardy has to stay in the main event. I see Dolph Ziggler maybe taking a bigger role. I see what's his name? Gosh, what's his name? This is gonna bother me. Jesus, I just can't think of his name right now. Gosh, oh well. If I think of it, I'll tell you. Undertaker, not Undertaker. I knew his name. Oh well, I'll come back to it. There's a lot of people that have to stop it. Oh, his name is John Morrison. Whew. John Morrison. Sorry about that. That was a little ditz moment there for me there. John Morrison has to step up into the spotlight now, and he can definitely take Edge's spot, and he does a great job. Chris Jericho can definitely do a great job now. So I see SmackDown definitely stepping up in Edge's absence when Edge comes back. I see Edge becoming a face and feuding with Jericho when he comes back. I see maybe them giving Jericho a new partner, like Dolph Ziggler becoming Jericho's new partner, and them now holding the tag titles. When Edge comes back, you have him as a face, and you feud with Jericho up until WrestleMania, maybe WrestleMania 26, until maybe even a little after WrestleMania 26, and have Edge come out as a face, and maybe give him one good last title run as a face, and then turn it back heel, and then see what you can do from there. Next, I'll talk about PWG. Their card for their anniversary show, 6th anniversary show, which they're calling Three Mendes 2, is going to take place July 31st in Reseda, California. Overall, I think this show is going to be pretty good. I mean, PWG has had a great year so far this year. I've only seen 2 shows so far, Gentle Art of Making Enemies and Express Written Consent. I thought Express Written Consent was the better of those 2 shows, but that's for another time. I ordered, like I said, I ordered 99 and 100, and both those I'm expecting to be great shows. And I heard that Secret of Gorilla Island and DDT4 were both great shows, so I'm looking forward to watching both of those. And overall, this card looks really good. Like, the main event is going to be Chris Hero, who is the PWG World Champion, versus the longest reigning PWG World Champion of all time, Joey Ryan, in a guerrilla warfare match. It was basically the equivalent of a hardcore match or Fight Without Honor. And both these guys can definitely work that style of match, and definitely they have a good build to the match, with Joey Ryan being Necro Butcher at Secret of Gorilla Island. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also on this card is the Young Bucks versus El Generico and Human Tornado, who used to be a tag team, who I guess are reuniting now. And their tag team name is Two Skinny Black Guys, so I think that's kind of funny. And they were always a good tag team before they lost the titles to Super Dragon and Davey Richards, so that's always good. And the Motor City Machine Guns are returning for 3 Men Dis 2, but they will not be wrestling as tag teams. They'll be wrestling in singles competition. Alex Shelley will be taking on Scott Lost. That should be a good match. Bryan Danielson will be taking on Chris Sabin. I think that's a great, and that will be a great match too. And here's the match that I'm going to see is going to be the stove stealing match: Davey Richards versus Roderick Strong. These guys have great. If you saw the French Connection, you know they have great chemistry. If you saw Battle of the Best from Ring of Honor, you know they have great chemistry and they can work a lot of styles of matches. You know Davey Richards is probably my favorite indie wrestler. And he might be my favorite wrestler overall. It's kind of hard to compare in my opinion, but I've always been a huge Davey Richards fan. I'm also a big Roderick fan, so I'm looking forward to watching that. Also, singles competition, you have Colt Boom Boom Cabana versus Chuck Taylor. I see that match being pretty good. I see this kind of being a comedy match, like Cabana like reversing all of Chuck Taylor stuff, and he gets pissed off and starts like throwing a little tantrum. So I think that match is going to be great, because I am big fans of both Chuck Taylor and Boom Boom Cabana. Then you got the Cutler brothers of Brandon and Dustin Cutler versus Brandon Gaston and Johnny Goodtime. I'm not expecting a whole lot of that out of that match. I'm just expecting maybe the Cutler brothers to get a little more momentum to maybe challenge the Young Bucks again out of that match. And the final thing is going to be Jerome Robinson and Charles Mercury will both be in action. I haven't seen them all that much, so I don't know what to really expect from them. Overall, this card should be good, and I can't wait to watch it on DVD when it comes out, like in maybe mid-September or something. Final thing I'll talk about is Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor 7 weekend, which is going to be a double shot in Toronto, Canada. These cards are shaping up to be amazing. Like, Lance Storm is going to be on the cards. You have a lot of Canadian talent, like the Super Smash Brothers. You have Kenny Omega, Frankie the Mobster. You have already announced Chris Hero versus Lance Storm on the second night. You have Davey Richards and Chris Hero versus Kevin Steen and Lance Storm on night 1. You have the Super Smash Brothers taking on the Briscoes and Steen and Generico. I mean, these cards are shaping up to be amazing, and I think it's kind of obvious where they're going to go. Like on night 1, they're going to probably put Aries versus Generico for the world title, and then Aries versus maybe Cabana or Albright on the second night or something. And the Toronto Gauntlet night 2 is going to be great. Hopefully Davey Richards wins that match. They can start propel him as a singles competitor past the American Wolf Steen and Generico feud. Then they can be with the Briscoes. Then he can move on to be a singles competitor and become the ROH World Champion. And this is just kind of an update video I wanted to give. And check out SandersRobin. And hopefully I see you guys later. See you guys in a couple days. My next video might be PWG 99 review. I'll have to decide. Anyway, see ya.